Okay, so one of the absolute best things in real estate is you can pretty much find the owner of any property from the comfort of your own home. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to find out who owns a property in Florida. Hey guys, welcome back. So first, I'm going to be talking about how to find the info you need for almost any property in Florida. Then I'm going to show you how to look up their name, their phone number, their email address, their mailing address, all that stuff, so you can find out who owns a property in Florida or whatever property you're looking at in Florida. Okay, so the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you via the county assessor's website, depending on what county you're in Florida. There's so many counties in Florida. First, you want to find out what county you're in. I'm going to use an example of Okeechobee County. This is a property I used to own that I actually recently sold on a 30-year mortgage, 30-year note. So this guy's paying me for the next 30 years at 6% interest on this piece of land. So this is Okeechobee County, Florida. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Okeechobee County Property Appraiser's website, and we're going to find out all the information on this property. All right, so first I'm going to pull it up on Google, and I'm going to Google Okeechobee Property Appraiser, and it comes right up for me. It looks like I've been there before. All right, so I'm going to click the first one, Okeechobee County Property Appraiser, and then up here where it says record search. And now granted, each and every county is a little bit different. They're not all created equal. Some of these county websites are terrible. Okeechobee is actually a very small town, but they've got a pretty good property appraiser's website. And you'll find some of these guys have amazing appraisers' websites that shows you a really good deep dive of property. So I'm going to do record search, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in the address of this property that I'm interested, 12911 Northwest 160th. And this is all public information. So this is, oh, nope, it didn't pull it up. So sometimes less is more, so sometimes it's better to put less in there. 12911 Northwest 160, and then enter. All right, here it is. I'm going to click on it, the parcel ID number, and it's this strip of land right here. It's roughly 14 acres, and it's surrounded by, South Florida Water Management that owns it, so it's kind of like got a good sweet spot here. So right here, it looks like a site address of 12911 Northwest 160th Street. And then also the owner's address is 12911 Northwest 160th Street. So it looks like he actually lives in this property. So if you're looking for maybe, absentee owners or vacant properties, let's just see if we can find another one here. Let's click on this one. All right, Thompson Ben. Let's look up Thompson Ben. Thompson Ben, he has a P.O. box in North Carolina, and the site address, the actual property location, is 12829 Northwest 160th Street in Okeechobee, Florida. That shows me right there that this land or this property is not lived on by the owner. It looks like he's got a mailing address in North Carolina. So that tells me right there this property owner does not live there. So let's go back to Mr. Hardin's property, and we're going to look up his information. We want his email, we want his phone number, and we want to be able to call him and text him. So I've got an amazing website that will do this for you, and it's called batchleads.io/TLS. That's the Land Sharks. If you use that link, they're going to give you several free runs. They're going to give you a 7-day free trial to use this and actually use the service to benefit you. So I highly recommend going to that link, and I'm going to pull it up right here. All right, so I went to batchleads.io/TLS, as in the Land Sharks. It brings me to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and find the skip trace report here, and I'm going to put in this property. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have to import this list. So I'm going to pull up a Excel spreadsheet document, Excel, and I kind of filled in the property address already for it. Keeps things simple. All right, so here we have it. I put in the first name, his last name, his property address, the actual city, the state, and the zip. And if you notice here, it all matches everything that comes out of the Okeechobee County Property Appraiser site. So I got his name, I got the address, I got the city, state, zip. That's really all you need is the site address. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it right in here in batchleads.io. I'm going to drag and drop this file right in, and then I'm going to send it off for skip tracing. So hit the over button. Let's see if it accepts it. All right, we got the first name, we got the last name, we got the property address. We want to do the city, property city. property state, and property zip. The more information, the better on this. And then I'm going to scroll over, and it's going to import it. It costs 14 cents. I'm going to skip trace it. Please select the list. Okay, since I already skip traced this in advance, it's not letting me do it because it wants to save my 14 cents for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the list that it's already pulled for me because I did this ahead of time. Let's see if I can get it. Download it, open it, and I have not even looked at this yet. So we're doing this live on the spot, and let's see. We got Kerry Harden, and I'm not going to show you the information, but it gives me his landline. Yep, it gives me his email too. So that is pretty much what you get. You get all this information. I'm going to go ahead and delete this out for Mr. Harden's personal privacy, but it gives you up to like 9 or 10 phone numbers. It'll give you several emails. It'll let you know if he's died or if he's went in bankruptcy, all these things. This is very powerful, and this can be found at batchleads.io/TLS. They'll give you a free trial to use this. This is like one of the best searching tools. They show you how to find like records and databases. I'll show you, and I get this directly. So skip tracing is process location of information such as phone numbers, emails, contacts, and you upload it. The service pulls information from credit sources, government agencies, home ownership. Our service is used by private investigators, banks. You're like a private investigator being a real estate professional. Banks, law firms, real estate, and other related services. We do not have minimum volume requirements, so you can just pull one if you like. You can pull 5,000 if you like. Now, granted, the more you pull, the better rate you get. I just paid 14 cents for one. Now, if I pulled a ton, I get a much, much better bulk rate discount. Note, a skip trace is considered any and all information returned. A typical skip trace results will return multiple phone numbers and or emails. You will only be charged once per successful skip trace. Now, if they would not have been able to find the information for Mr. Kerry Harden, I would not have been charged for it. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you a sound way of finding the information for pretty much any property you go to in Florida. You can do this in any state, by the way. This batch, skiptracing.com, works in every single state. So hope that helps. Hope you liked this video. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and see you on the next one.